Hello, everyone. We warmly welcome you all to our special program brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. I'm your host, Vatika Singh. Indian Achievers Award is an honor that celebrates the people who went extraordinary to effectuate their aspirations and ideas. In this series, we emphasize not only on the struggles and achievements of the people, but also on the social contributions they made to their native land, India. Before introducing you all to our one such achiever, let's take a look at the small lady.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Today we have with us Mr. Govinda Taparia, who's the CEO of Thrust Fashion LLP. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi, Vatika. Good. How are you?
I'm fine as well, sir. All right. So before entering into the questions, tell us something about yourself and your professional role.
Sure. First of all, I'd like to thank you to have me on the show. It's a privilege and honor to be here. Start with about me. I've been thinking about the question, and the answer has actually changed over the years. So as of now, I'll say that I'm an entrepreneur. I'm providing jobs to people. I come from a normal, very normal background. Come from a Marwadi household. I've seen entrepreneurship since childhood. I'm a fourth generation entrepreneur. So I've seen the struggle in the journey throughout my life so far. I'm very happy to be part of the journey currently. I studied Bachelor's of Commerce from St. Xavier's, then went on to do MBA from FMS Delhi. Post that, I worked in Goldman Sachs for 4 years. Then I joined Government of India, pseudo government organization, worked in the Make in India and Startup India scheme for about 2.5 years. And post that, I joined my family business. I've been involved with my family business for around 2.5, 3 years now, and I'm thoroughly enjoying as in the stint over here.
That's really great, sir. All right, so moving ahead, I'm very keen to know that how did this idea came into your mind of pursuing this particular business?
So basically, I'd worked in the corporate life for 7+ years. I'd seen both private organization working in an MNC and then a pseudo government organization. So I'd seen the public and private both. Business had been the core for my family, and I always wanted to do business. I joined this business like 3 years back. It's a traditional family business. We are into manufacture of ready-made garments. We supply to major value retailers across the country, starting from a Reliance to a D-Mart, V-Mart, Vishal Mega Mart, Bazaar, Kolkata, everyone. Uh, we cater to multiple categories from men's shirt, men's bottom, men's t-shirt, kids bottom, kids shirt, kids t-shirts. So it's a wide array of products. During the pandemic, what struck to us was the requirement of PPE. So what we did was back in April 2020, we started experimenting with different material available right out here in Calcutta. What are other people doing? What is the requirement like? And it was complete lockdown in the country, so it was very difficult to do anything. So through some common knowledge, some googling, some bit of talking to people, we came out with the PP suit. It was largely in demand, and practically anything and everything which was made was easily sold in the market, and we had no benchmark to as in evaluate our performance. So what we did was we kept on trying the same suit on ourselves, whether it fits nicely, if a person can work on it, if a person can breathe, a person can stay wearing it for long, can work on it. So we kept on experimenting, and finally we made a product which was viable. Practically, we didn't know much, and no one in the industry knew much. It was a totally new product, and there was not much to know-how available in the market. So what we did was, when we had the product ready, we went out searching for the requirement, and luckily we found a requirement with the local government as well. We went there, presented our product. It was selected. we gave a prize, it was selected, and then we supply to the local government, to the local hospitals, to the neighboring states. We also supply to private organizations who were in then supplying to state governments. In the process, we also won a couple of accolades in recognition of the work which we are doing for the supply of PPE kits and the mask. The business helped us in a way sustain through the pandemic. We were able to maintain employment, pay our salary to the people, and in the same time work for the goodwill of the society and help the frontline workers with the necessary protective wear, which was much in demand at that time. We supplied to the government and the local hospitals as well. I'm very happy to state that we have achieved considerable number last year, and also this year we are continuing to supply to our regular customers. Though the normal business has also picked up, but still we are catering to the customers we had from last year.
That's really commendable, sir. Okay, so starting anything has never been easy for anyone. So, what all were the challenges that you had to go through initially during the commencement?
Starting as in, we were already in the business, so we had the necessary infrastructure for the business. Difficult part was the know-how, as I already stated that the know-how was not available. So I'd say we got lucky. We found the right fabric supplier. We had the necessary infrastructure that even during the pandemic we were able to manufacture and supply the quantities in the desired timeline. The the main thing in this business was that everything was very urgent. You had no order in the morning, and then by the evening you'll have like a requirement of 1 lakh pieces, and that requirement had to be fulfilled in the same week. So to have a basic infrastructure to be able to cater to the demand was very important. And luckily for us, we had the necessary infrastructure so that we can cater to the demand, to the increasing demand. And when the demand fell, we were able to generate other demand by manufacturing masks. We were able to sustain livelihood of the associated businesses with us. During the time of 1 year, we were able to supply and maintain productivity across our value chain. Uh, Difficulty at that time was as in multifold. It was difficult to procure raw material. It was difficult to maintain finances. It was difficult to send goods across. We had to take approval from a government body. We had sent couriers to multiple organizations and was not able to hear back. We drove down 100 kilometers from our place, got the necessary approvals, got the necessary certifications. So I think in the end we got lucky that what ends well works well. So it worked well for us. So I won't crib about the hardships. I'm just happy that the outcome was good.
But I'm sure that whatever challenges you may have faced, they have made you stronger for the future ventures as well. All right, sir. So moving ahead, I'm really keen to know that what exactly are the product and services that your company caters its customers with.
Traditionally, we, as I already stated, we are doing men's shirt, we are doing kids shirt, we are supplying to the value retailers across the country. During the pandemic, we added PPE suits and masks to our product portfolio. So we are into both woven and knits category. We are making products across gender, across age groups. Right now, what we are doing new is, as in this has been the business for the last 15 plus years. PPE was added, let's say, 2 years back. And then right now, what we are doing is we have launched our product online. We have launched exclusively on Flipkart so far. We are working with Amazon and Snapdeal, Meesho, uh, Agio, all the platforms possible. So we have just launched like just 1 month back, and we have seen tremendous response to our products. The kind of volumes we are generating is, as in it's beating our expectations on a daily basis, and we see that it's going to be a focus area for us in the months to come or probably years to come. So I'm very happy with the kind of outcome. Luckily for business, what has worked is that the retail segment to which we are supplying is growing at a very good pace. They are adding stores on a daily basis, and the requirement is increasing by the day. So they need assured supply of material for them, and we are in the right position to cater to the increasing demand. So our existing line is increasing. We are generating demand from the existing setup, and we are parallelly working to generate newer avenues for our products.
It's really great to know, sir. So, since you mentioned about the expectations, so I'd like you to tell about your future plans with respect to the organization. As in, what are your plans of how are you planning to increase the sales and Like what all other future plans?
So our organization per se has grown at a very good pace in the last couple of years. So we have seen a growth rate of upwards of 50%. It's as in every organization comes at an inflection point, and for us, the inflection point is coming, I'd say, really fast. So as of now, the focus for us is on processes. What we are working on is defining the process, because as the business grows, it's very easy to just lose control of things, and then essentially what you're doing is you're adding to the volumes but also adding to the losses. So right now, our core focus is to define processes, to have controls, to have checkpoints at the system, so that if we cross the inflection point, we cross in the right way, and it'll be easier for us to, as in, grow at the pace which we are going in the last few years. So I think right now the focus is to have balance, have checkpoints, and have the right resources. As in, before joining the business, I didn't know that you'll need so much of talent. I'd say talent, because you need to have a know-how of general management, you need to have a know-how of finance, you need to have a know-how of human resources, sales, marketing, everything is involved. Human resource, I never thought I'll have to use it. As in, during my MBA, we had sessions about that, but I never thought it will be useful, as in, anytime sooner in my practical life. But here, I think that is the key. You have to manage people across categories, right from the worker level to the manager level. And in the garment industry, we are employing, as in, the industry is totally, I'd say, unorganized. So we have different sort of workers, small factories which cater to us, printing units, stitching units, everything. It's all unorganized. So what we are doing is we are trying to bring in balance in the system. We are trying to we upgrade the system. We are helping our ecosystem grow, so that in the end it will help us grow. That is the focus as of now for us.
Right, sir, and we wish you all the luck for all your future endeavors. Okay, so moving ahead, you must be knowing about the Atmanirbhar Bharat mission prevailing in the country at the moment. So, what are your views on the campaign, and how is your organization working towards it?
So Atmanirbhar Bharat, I'd say that I'd worked in the Make in India campaign, the Startup India campaign. Atmanirbhar Bharat, I'd say that our focus is to build smaller individuals who are entrepreneurs in a way, who are catering to us, to enable them to upgrade their factories, generate employment at multiple levels. So we are creating, let's say, an employment of X. If we create 100 such entrepreneurs, creating smaller employments, I think we'll be able to do justice, and that is what our focus is. In the earlier question, I forgot to mention about our export business. So we are also targeting export market in a big way. We started this business just about 2 years back, and in that market also we have seen tremendous, as in, requirement. I think the demand is phenomenal across the sectors. We have to harness and focus our energy in the right possible way. And right now the focus is on employment generation. In the last 2 years, the focus has been for us is to retain the employees. We had given them good growth. uh, so that, in a way, is the focus, the contribution from our side to the Atmanirbhar Bharat mission of India.
So first of all, congratulations on winning the Indian Achievers Award. I really want to know that what was the feeling when you came to know that you have won the award, and who all were the constant supporters in this journey of yours?
So that's a very important question, because I it's not actually my award. I just received it. It's the award for the entire organization. The organization is actually the birth child of my brother and very close friend of mine, Suchandan Taparia and Harsh Unta. They are the founders of the organization, and everyone, right from the founders to the executive committee to the working employees, they all came in together to help us achieve this award. It was a very difficult journey, and everyone came together to help us achieve it. Actually, we didn't know that we'll be receiving this award. We had no idea about it. It just came to us, and we are very happy to receive it. And it's a humble achievement. I'd say we had also received another acknowledgement from another company to for our endeavor of supplying of PPE suits, and it's a very it's a good achievement. I think we are really enjoying it. I'm feeling sad that I'm sitting here alone without the other contributors, but that is how it is.
Right, sir. So now, since we know a lot about your professional role, tell us something about your social contributions also.
Social as in we our company hasn't been big enough to be for the mandatory CSR thing, but from our side, what we are doing is we are generating employment at the lowest possible level. So we are actually uh, acting as enablers in the system. We are helping small businesses who are individual contributors, to become businessmen, to upgrade their factory, to create employment. So that in our way, in a, in a very normal way, is our contribution to the social strata. We cater to employees from across the sector, right from a totally unskilled labor force to a semi-skilled to a skilled workforce. Uh, we are creating smaller businesses who, in a way, generate employment. So it's of a cluster which we are creating, and that is our small contribution to the society, a small CSR bit, which is actually financial. And I think if there is a push of finance, it helps the social bit go further, as in only social won't work. So if there's a business potential, a business element in there, there's a continuity. And I think that is what we are doing. We are building small businesses who are independent and contributing to society directly.
That's really appreciable, sir. All right, so before concluding this session, you know that IF is followed not only by mainstream organizations, but also those young minds who aspire to be like our achievers someday. So, what is that one message you'd like to give them?
I'm sure all of you have heard India is a land of opportunities. Uh, it's a very common statement, but I'd like to focus that it's actually true. It presents opportunities in multitudes of ways, in different verticals, different businesses, different segments. Whatever you do, the opportunities are immense. You can start from a small mundane business or do something which is out of the box. The opportunities are immense, and the scope is, as in I had heard in one of the TED talks, that India is a country where you will get many people complaining, but at the same time, it's the only country where if you do something good, no one will stop you. So if you see a pothole and you go and fill the pothole, there's no one coming to question you. So it's something unique about the country, and I think it's an opportunity which everyone should ponder upon and should try and do justice to it. That's it.
And that, I must say, sir, is a great piece of advice. Thank you so much for joining with us today. It was pleasure talking to you, and we hope that you continue to inspire people of all ages forever. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you so much, and thank you for the award. Thank you.